How do you relate different units of measurement in the customary system to one another? In this lesson, you will learn how to find a relationship between units in the same measurement system and use this as a possible shortcut to solve conversion problems. So let's take a look at how to find direct relationships. So here we have our conversion chart of equivalences for capacity, right? We know that 8 fluid ounces is equal to 1 cup, 2 cups is equal to 1 pint, 2 pints is equal to 1 quart, 4 quarts are equal to 1 gallon. In the past, if we wanted to, say, change from quarts to ounces, we would have to go quarts to pints, pints to cups, and then cups to fluid ounces, which would make it a total of 1, 2, 3 conversions that we would have to do. That's a lot of work. What we can do instead is, if we just take some time and do some legwork at the beginning, we can make a direct relationship between ounces and quarts, and we can use that to make one final conversion at the end. So again, let's say that we are looking to convert fluid ounces to quarts. Well, we know that a quart is made up of 2 pints, 1 pint is made up of 2 cups, and 1 cup is made out of 2 or 8 fluid ounces. So what we want to find now is how many ounces are in 1 quart. Let's look at here. We have 8 fluid ounces per cup. We're going to multiply that by the number of cups in a pint. So 2 cups per pint. What that's going to tell us now is how many ounces are in a pint. But we haven't gotten to quarts yet, so let's multiply by how many pints there are in a quart. So now we've changed from fluid ounces to cups, from cups to pints, and from pints, finally, to quarts. So what that is 8 times 2 times 2. So 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16, times another 2 gives us 32. So now this 32 tells us that there are 32 fluid ounces per quart. And so now if we were to do a problem that asks us to convert from quarts to fluid ounces, instead of taking some number of quarts, say X, and then divide that by 2 pints per quart, or multiply, and then multiply that by how many cups are in a pint, then multiply that by how many ounces are in a pint, or in a cup, we can just take our X number of quarts and then multiply that by 32 fluid ounces to get some answer in ounces. And that way we found a direct relationship between quarts and ounces. So now let's look at this problem. It asks us how many inches are in 3 miles. Well, for this problem, we want to find a direct relationship between inches and miles. So we're changing from inches to miles. So we know how many inches are in 1 foot, and we know how many feet are in 1 mile. So there are 12 inches per foot. And what we're going to find out now is how many inches are in 1 mile. 12 inches per foot times 5,280 feet per mile. That's going to give us inches per mile. So we'll have 5,280 times 12 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, bring a 0 here, 1 times 0 is 0, 8, 2, and 5. Add that all up, give a little more space here, and we have 0, 6, 8, plus 5 is 13, carry the 1, 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So, how many inches are in 1 mile? We have 63,360 inches per mile. Now we're asked to find how many inches are in 3 miles. So instead of converting from miles to feet and feet to inches, we can just take our 6,330. And again, let's get a little bit more space here. $63,360. Multiply that by how many miles we have. That's 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1. Carry 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Carry the 1 again. Whoops. Sorry, 3 times 6 is 18, plus another 1 is 19. So how many inches are in 3 miles? 190,080 inches are in 3 miles. Now it's your turn. We're asked to find out how many ounces are equal to 3 tons. So for this problem, find out how many ounces are equivalent to 1 ton using a direct relationship, and then use that to solve. Pause the video and resume to check your answer. Alright, let's see here. We're changing tons into ounces. So we want to find a direct relationship between ounces and tons. Well, 16 ounces per pound, and we're going to multiply that by how many pounds there are in a ton. And that will tell us how many ounces are in 1 ton. So let's figure out how many ounces are in 1 ton. Take 2,000, multiply that by 16. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 2 is 12. Bring a 0 down here. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 2 is 2. Add that all the way across. So we have that there are 32,000 ounces per ton. And now we have 3 tons. We're changing from a bigger number to a smaller, from tons to ounces. So we're going to multiply. We're going to take how many tons we have, multiply that by how many ounces there are per ton, and again, get a little bit more space here. 32,000 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So there are 96,000 ounces that are equal to 3 tons. In this lesson, you have learned how to find a direct relationship between units.